Acquiring skills for accurately attributing numismatic varieties. This video is the 7th in a series of videos which are intended to assist the coin variety collector to acquire the skills necessary to accurately attribute numismatic varieties. Searching for and attributing numismatic varieties. Be prepared. Although knowledge of every single variety is not necessary to begin searching for varieties, it is necessary to have a basic knowledge of what are normal coins and what varieties will look like compared to normal coins. Become familiar with variety information references. Refer to previous presentation in this series and a list of references at the end of this presentation. Educating oneself in advance on what to look for is vital to conducting effective variety searches. Knowing where to find information about varieties is vital as well. Previewing these information references beforehand will be advantageous to the variety hunter. Continued study and casual review of these information references is highly recommended. What does attributing mean? Attributing is the process of identifying and verifying varieties and assigning catalog or listing numbers to those varieties. The experienced variety hunter can attribute his or her own coins themselves and label their coins accurately. Attribution service providers can attribute your coin and try to match it to known cataloged varieties. This is normally done for a nominal submission fee per coin. Attribution service providers can attribute your coin, and if no match to a known cataloged variety exists, then your coin can be used to create a new catalog listing for that attributing service provider. This too is normally done for a nominal fee per coin and normally included in the submission fee. Coins submitted to an attribution service provider that become new listings for that provider can be called new discovery coins or plate coins, and credit is usually given to the submitters of those coins. A variety may be cataloged and listed with one attribution service provider, but not with others. Some varieties will be cross-referenced between different attribution service providers, and some will not. It cannot be assumed that every variety coin submitted to an attribution service provider will be accepted as a new discovery and assigned a catalog listing designation. Attribution service providers used in this presentation are Konica or VarietyVista.com, CopperCoins.com, and DoubleDie.com. Variety listing identifications. Catalog varieties will be designated using alphanumeric abbreviations. Some examples of these abbreviations are DDO for double die obverse, or DDR, RPM, OMM, RPD for repunch date, MDO, master die doubling obverse, versus MDR, master die doubling reverse. Different attribution service providers identify their listings with different specific designations. Here are some examples. CopperCoins.com uses a 1 cent in front of their designations for DO for double die obverse, DR for double die reverse, MM for RPM, OM for over mint mark. Konica, VarietyVista.com use DDO and DDR for double dyes, RPM for RPMs, etc. VarietyVista as well designates their varieties by class of doubling, obverse or reverse, clockwise or counterclockwise. DoubleDye.com begins their abbreviations with a W. Some tools of the Variety Hunter. First, you're going to need some magnification, either as a magnifying glass, a jeweler's loupe, a microscope, or camera. You'll need internet access via either a computer, a tablet, or smartphone. Adequate lighting is always important and required, as well as coin storage for your new variety finds. Let's get started. Whether you get your coins from accumulated pocket change in a jar, in rolls of coins from the bank, or in rolls of uncirculated coins from a vendor, you are on your way. Searching rolls of uncirculated coins, which are normally sorted by denomination, date, and mint, is just a little different than searching a mix of circulated coin rolls from the bank or a mix of denominations in a coin jar. With rolls of coins of the same denomination, date, and mint in rolls of uncirculated coins, the Variety Hunter can concentrate on just the varieties that can be found for those specific coins. Each coin will be examined. With rolls of circulated coins from the bank, although of the same denomination, they will normally be a mix of dates and mints and conditions. The Variety Hunter will need to be familiar with which dates and mints are most likely to have varieties on them. Not every coin will need to be examined, but this is up to the individual Variety Hunter. With a mix of denominations and a coin jar collection, the Variety Hunter will need to be familiar with the types of varieties that can be found on each denomination, as well as which dates and mints. Sorting these coins by denomination is recommended for easier hunting. Not every coin will be needed to be examined, but this is up to the individual Variety Hunter. Some Variety Hunters only search for the known varieties and may or may not examine the entire coin front and back. Some Variety Hunters will look for known varieties as well as examine the entire coin for any varieties or mint marks. To each his or her own. One coin at a time. For the purposes of this presentation, we will be demonstrating the use of a USB microscope for examining the coins. It is connected to a computer with an internet connection. The images from the microscope are viewed on the computer screen using camera software on the computer. Initial close-up views of the coin are made in search of anything different from a normal coin. Any abnormal items of interest can be examined closer with the microscope's zoom capability. Any items of interest that cannot be completely revealed by the microscope can be manually examined with a jeweler's loupe under adequate lighting. The microscope's specifications, software, physical capabilities, and lighting can cause some features of coins to not be visible under the microscope. The coin's condition can hinder viewing some features, such as some dye markers. Some microscopes and software allow for taking snapshots of the current view on the computer screen. These snapshots can be opened on the computer and viewed separately from the microscope's input. Hey, I think I found an RPM. Here is a microscope view. The coin in this view can be manipulated beneath the microscope. Here is a snapshot view. We took a picture of the coin close-up of the mint mark with the microscope camera software. The microscope image window and the snapshot image window can be minimized, resized, and moved around on the computer screen, allowing for any background programs to be seen. In this case, a web browser is opened with tabs for each online reference site that will be used to research or attribute the feature or variety on the coin. First step is to scroll through the listings, examining the thumbnail images for similar features in mint mark positions. Here on coppercoins.com, we have targeted one that looks similar, and it's designated as 1mm or RPM 25. We'll take a closer look and click on that entry. Here we're going to compare our coin to the photographs of the listed coin. Here it is, the 1mm number 25, designated as D/D Northeast, and it has a cross-reference listing of WRPM number 15. First thing we're going to do is check for die markers, and that first die marker is going to be mint mark position. We're comparing the listed coin with my coin. Also, the particular features or characteristics of the mint mark here inside the D is similar to that on the listed coin. Next, we're going to check for die markers. If required, check for die markers with a jeweler's loupe. Here on the obverse, we see the matching die markers from the listing and our coin. Here's another die marker on the obverse. Our coin matches the posted listing. There are even die markers on the reverse. Here in the word sent, they were matching our coin. More reverse die markers around in the C of sent. In the letters O and N in 1. Next, we're going to want to check other online references. Remember, we had a cross-reference from coppercoins.com stating that there was a WRPM number 15. Well, that's listed on doubledie.com. Here's the description of WRPM 15. And here are the photographs. Here again, we're going to compare our mint mark position and the specific characteristics of the mint mark, as well as here is a common die marker. In checking other online references, we've gone to VarietyVista.com, where we have found no match. It's a match. We have just attributed a numismatic variety. It is a repunched mint mark designated as D/D Northeast. It's designated as 1mm 25 on coppercoins.com. and WRPM 15 on DoubleDie.com. We have created a label and provided a storage flip for it. And now, next. Here's a trick for using die markers to speed up the hunt. If the variety hunter is searching brilliant uncirculated rolls of coins of the same denomination and with the same date and mint, this method can help to speed up the hunt. This method will be most useful to the variety hunter that is not searching for mint errors. Mint errors are found by examining both sides of the coin. Starting the examination on the obverse and by taking note of die markers, such as abrasions around the area of the date or through liberty on the obverse, and then examining the reverse, and if no varieties exist on either side, then one can assume that there will be no varieties on any coins with those exact same obverse abrasions. When this is the case, each coin that you come across, like this, does not have to be flipped over to examine the reverse, thus saving a little time and effort. In one roll of BU coins of the same date and mint, there may be several different die pairs with a handful of coins each. Taking note of each of the different die pairs in the roll will contribute to the saved time and effort. We're going to compare two coins, A and B. Taking note of the abrasions on the first coin, we come across a coin in our hunt and we notice abrasions in the date near the word trust, and more abrasions and scratches in the word liberty in these areas of the coin. And we also flip it over and we search the coin for varieties on the reverse, and we find none. We make a mental note of these specific abrasions. Later in the roll, we find the exact same abrasions on a second coin. We either compare these abrasions to our mental note, or we can compare them side by side with that first coin. I hope that this might help some of you in your searching of BU rolls of coins. Happy hunting! In summary, we have discussed how to prepare to be a variety hunter, described the meaning of attributing, discussed some variety identification labels, listed some attribution service providers, discussed some of the tools used by the variety hunter, discussed some nuances of coin roll hunting for varieties, described one method on how to search for, examine, and compare a suspected variety coin to known varieties with the use of online references, displayed a method of labeling and storing variety coins, and using die markers to speed up the hunt. Continued research and study is highly recommended in order to obtain additional detailed information and understanding. Here are some suggested online references. Here are some suggested printed publications.